Good morning, students. Today we will study from your book Woven Words Section 2, which is the section of poetry, and today we will study the poem number 2. Let Me Not to the Marriage of Two Minds, which is written by William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 and died in 1616. He was the greatest poet and dramatist. He has written many dramas in which tragedy drama of Shakespeare was very famous, such as Julius Caesar, Hamlet, Macbeth, etc. He was born in Stratford-on-Avon, England. Then he shifted to London, where he got his reputation of poet and dramatist was established. And he had written 154 sonnets between the period of 1593 to 1596, which was published in 1602. This above sonnet, Let Me Not to the Marriage of True Mind, is the sonnet number 116, and in this poetry, the poet has described the love, what is love and what it is not. And he had written 37 plays and 2 narrative poetries for which he was very famous.
Let Me Not to the Marriage of True Minds by William Shakespeare is a sonnet. So before discussing or understanding the poem, we know that what is sonnet. हम ये जानते हैं कि sonnet क्या है. Sonnet is a poem of 14 lines which expresses or convey single thought or feeling whatever the poet wants to convey to us. It is divided into 2 parts. First is octave, which consists of 8 lines, then sestet, which consists of 6 lines. So first starting 8 lines are known as octave and last 6 lines are known as sestet. It is of many kinds like Italian or Petrarchian sonnet, English sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet. This is written by the William Shakespeare, so it is the English or Shakespearean sonnet. It consists of 3 quatrains and a couplet. And now what is quatrains? Quatrains is 4 lines. 4 line is known as quatrains. So here there in the poem 3 quatrains and at the end 2 lines consist of couplet. Last 2 lines is consist of couplet. And now let's start the poem. Before starting or discussing the poem, we come to know that this sonnet attempts to define love by telling both what it is and is not. Means in this poem it is described that कि love क्या है, true love क्या है और क्या नहीं है. So let's start the poem. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admits impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alterations finds or bends with the remover to remove. So the sonnet is what he means. The poet wants to convey that he doesn't want to accept that anything can come between two people. Means marriage is here. Marriage is here meaning union of two people. If two people are together, then nothing can come between them. जब 2 व्यक्ति साथ में होते हैं तब उनके बीच में कोई भी इम्पेडिमेंट्स मीन्स बैरियर्स, रेस्ट्रिक्शंस या कोई भी बाधाएं नहीं आ सकती हैं उनके बीच में. And love is not love which alters when it alterations find. And the poet wants to again convey that means whatever true love is, in that love anything cannot come. कुछ भी उनके बीच में नहीं आ सकता. The people who are truly in love with each other, love isn't true love if it changes when things get tough. And if the time changes and things changes and if love is changes, then it is not true love. अगर वो लव जो समय के साथ चेंज हो जाता है, जब चीज़ें टफ हो जाती है, हार्ड हो जाती है, मुश्किल हो जाती हैं, then the poet conveys that it is not a true love. or bends with the remover to remove, or if it lets itself be diminished, and if the lover is not presented there, then by the time it is diminished, then it is not a true love. So the poet wants to say that कि जो union है of the two peoples, it cannot be डिमिनिश्ड और डिस्ट्रॉयड, कभी उनके बीच में कोई बैरियर्स और कोई बाधाएं नहीं आ सकती. इट नेवर चेंजेस बाय द टाइम, एंड इफ इट इज़ चेंजेस बाय द टाइम एंड इट इज़ चेंज, it tried to change the other people and it is diminished when the lover is not presented there, then it is not true love. So here in the first quatraint the poet describes about the that what love is and what it is not. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that look on tempest and is never shaken. It is the start to every wandering bark, whose worth unknown, although his height be taken. So in the second quatraint, the poet wants to convey that, the speaker tries to convey that what love is through metaphor. Means he metaphorically explains with the example of lighthouse and a star. Star is here the pole star or a northern stars. Means he is taking two example of a fixed mark is here lighthouse, and star is of a northern star और a pole star, जिसे हम ध्रुव तारा भी कहते हैं. इस metaphorically explaining the love, what is love and how what it is not changed. In this quatraint he says that no, instead love is a steady guide like a lighthouse that even during a storm is never shaken. Means with the example of lighthouse he wants to convey that when like lighthouse in the sea, lighthouse की तरह जो कि सी में फिक्स रहता है, no earth, no storm in the sea can change its direction, and that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is never shaken. It show the path to the ships which are moving in the sea, or the sailors who are there in the sea, through which the people get to know what is the true direction in the sea, and it is never changed. It is a fixed mark. Fixed mark is lighthouse which is never change, जो कि change नहीं हो सकता. And then again he is explaining or taking the metaphorical example of a star, northern star, which is always fixed. It is always fixed, the star that guides ships as they wander at sea. Its value is great to be measured, and it also shows the direction to the wandering ships or sailors who doesn't know, who have lost the path and who doesn't know. Although the star is so high or so above from the people, then also through the direction of the pole star or नॉर्दर्न स्टार, ध्रुव तारे के उस डायरेक्शन के कारण जो वैंडरिंग सी है, दैट पीपल टेक गाइड्स देमसेल्फ दैट व्हाट इज़ द डायरेक्शन ऑफ देयर डेस्टिनेशन, and its value is too great to be measured, and it is very valuable for the people. Though it is on very high, then also it is very valuable of the people. So here the poet is taking example, poet metaphorically example के थ्रू फिक्स्ड मार्क और पोल स्टार, फिक्स्ड मार्क लाइट हाउस का एग्जाम्पल लेकर और स्टार, पोल स्टार का एग्जाम्पल लेकर समझा रहे हैं कि जैसे लाइट हाउस कभी भी शेकन नहीं होता, चाहे भी कोई भी स्टॉर्म हो, कोई भी बैरियर्स हो, इट इज़ नेवर मूव्ड और शेकन. एंड लाइक पोल स्टार इज ऑल्सो फिक्स इन इट्स पोजिशन, देन ऑल्सो इट्स नॉट चेंज, एंड इट्स ऑलवेज शो the path to the vendors people. Vendor means the people who are moving there and who has lost their way. It shows its path even though it is on very height, जबकि वो कि बहुत ज़्यादा हाइट पे, तब भी वो लोगों को अपना पाथ शो करते हैं और कभी भी अपनी पोजीशन से शेक नहीं होते हैं. लाइक दैट लव इज़ देयर विच इज़ नेवर शेकन लाइक अ लाइट हाउस और अ पोल स्टार. प्यार लव भी ऐसा ही है जो कभी शेक नहीं होता लाइफ के और लाइट हाउस के और पोल स्टार के जैसे। Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. So here in the third quatrain, the poet again describes what love is not. So in the third quatrain, poet explain कर रहे हैं कि what love is not. So love's not time's fool. So the poet wants to convey that the love cannot be fooled by the time. Though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle compass come. So the poet wants to convey that even though we become old or rosy lips or cheeks have gone, then also love is not destroyed. If it is true love, then it is not destroyed by the time. When our pink lips, rosy lips and cheeks are diminished in time, whenever we grow old, this rosy lips and cheeks grow also old and it diminished by the time. But true love is not diminished by the time. Within it his bending sickle compass come. Love is like of a compass. We know that compass is having a two handle. इसके दो handle होते हैं. One handle is standing and other is moving around that. So love is like that. In that one person has to be stick to his position, so he can give space to the other person through which the other person can spend or can complete or can motivate himself and fulfill his desire and love. Then again that love comes to its place. जो दूसरा पार्टनर है वो वापस अपने प्लेस पे आता है. मीन्स इफ़ वी गिव स्पेस और वी मेक द लव फ्री, देन इट कम टू, इफ इट इज़ ट्रू लव देयर, देन इट कम अगेन टू us like of the handle of the compass. Love alters not with his brief hours and week, but he bears it out even to the age of 10. So love doesn't change as hours or weeks go by. Love doesn't change by the days, hours or weeks as gone by. It doesn't gone by the weeks and hours, but continues on unchanged until death itself. So it is continued to the edge of doom. means जो हमारी जो लाइफ है उसका जो आखिरी समय है, डेथ का जो समय है, it is continued by the time if it is true love. So here in the third quatrain poet explain करते हैं कि हम लव जो है, ट्रू लव जो है, इट इज़ नॉट फूल्ड बाय द टाइम. उसे टाइम के द्वारा फूल नहीं किया जा सकता. इवन दो जो हमारे रोज़ी लिप्स है और चिक्स है वो टाइम के साथ डिमिनिश हो जाते हैं, कम हो जाते हैं, गायब हो जाते हैं, बट ट्रू लव इज़ नॉट डिमिनिश्ड एंड इट इज़ लव डजंट चेंज बाय द टाइम. ये टाइम के साथ चेंज भी नहीं होता है. इट इज़ लाइक ऑफ अ कंपास. वो कंपास के टू हैंडल्स के जैसे हैं. जैसे एक हैंडल अपनी पोजीशन पे रहता है और दूसरा मूव करता है, इसी तरह से लवर्स होते हैं जिसमें एक लवर अपने लिए दूसरे पार्टनर के लिए स्टेबल रहता है और दूसरे पार्टनर को स्पेस देता है ताकि वो अपनी डिज़ायर्स को कंप्लीट कर सके. सो लव इज़ लाइक दैट एंड इट इज़ नॉट डिमिनिश्ड बाय द टाइम. वो आवर्स वीक डेज के बाद डिमिनिश नहीं होता. इट इज़ ऑलवेज कंटिन्यूड टिल द एज ऑफ द डूम, टिल द एंड ऑफ द लाइफ. वो अपनी लाइफ के एंड तक भी जीवित रहता है. दैट इज़ वॉट ट्रू लव. And in the last couplet, if this be error and upon me proved, I never read nor no man ever lived. And then in the last couplet, the poet wants to convey that whatever word or whatever he spoke about love, if there is error or mistake in that words written above it and it is somebody proved me wrong, then it is that I have never written anything and no man have ever loved any other person. So he is telling that अगर वो wrong prove हो जाते हैं और इसका कोई एविडेंस हो जाता है, somebody proved me wrong, then it is that he has never written any poetry and no one has ever loved to other person. So in the couplet is that whatever he said, it is always true. True love is never diminished by the time and it is always remain till the death of the life. So here poet defines of true love and he arrest our attention to the love, true love. I hope you have understand the poem.